are also going down tonight in the UEFA Champions League, rescheduled NPFL game one, and another rescheduled English Premier League clash, and that is the Merseyside Derby. For Honest Lots, he believes that is going to be a tough one, and that's going to be the last Merseyside Derby at the Gottliebson Park. But let's see how Everton can crash the hopes of Liverpool fans today. But can that be possible? Well, it depends on the space of 90 minutes. But let's start with updates coming from NBA this morning. Looking at result of games, same as a record set in the NBA by Kevin Durant, who became the 8th player in the NBA history to score 30,000 points, hitting the mark in a 119 to 112 point loss to the Memphis Grizzlies in the wee hours of today with a free throw late in the third quarter.
Bol. Oh my goodness. It's a Bol takeover. Edey, the rebound.
Edey, one of the best per minute rebounders in the league, and a great run.
In rhythm, Jalen Wells hits another three. So he had been struggling, as Stan mentioned. And Aldama, quick release on the catch and shoot. He got it right back. Taylor Jenkins just shaking his head on that sideline. Booker, no look. Kevin Durant got it. Wells got it back. Wells strong, can't finish it though. Clark does. Boy, he's been cleaning up all night. 3 games over on the road, Memphis. Moran, bad pass. Turnover, here comes Jones. O'Neal, and blocked by Jackson. Jones gets it back. Hits a mid-range jumper. Durant who controls. Here's Booker now. Bol. Got it.
Forward now playing him at center, and Bol coming through.
Williams looking for Jackson. Jackson, wow, tough bucket with the right hand. But it is the 4th team foul for Memphis. Bol, three-pointer, got it! Oh! The Bol show, 18 points. Morant right back at him, lays it in on Jones.
To me, the bigger thing here than not giving up a three is nothing quick.
And Booker gets one in quick.
Yeah, too quick.
And Memphis is going to make it back-to-back wins in Phoenix this year. They'll match up again at the end of February. They'll play again in March. Kevin Durant into the 30th.
So the way it went down in the wee hours of today, Durant is the 4-time NBA scoring champion and remains one of the league's elite shot makers in the 17th NBA season. Now moving on, looking at all the result of games decided in the NBA in the wee hours of today. Philadelphia 76ers lost 103 to 106 points against Toronto Raptors, as Indiana Pacers lost at home 115 to 128 points against visitors New York Knicks. A bad game for Chicago Bulls, who failed to hit 100 points as they scored 92 points against Detroit Pistons, who won with 132 points. And those are the games, the result of games decided at the wee hours of today in the NBA. Remember, matches are going down tomorrow morning, starting 1 a.m. with San Antonio Spurs traveling to Boston Celtics, Charlotte Hornets being on the road against Orlando Magic, Washington Wizards hosting the Indiana Pacers, Brooklyn Nets are taking on Philadelphia 76ers, and New York Knicks up against Atlanta Hawks, Toronto Raptors battling Cleveland Cavaliers, Chicago Bulls are battling Detroit Pistons, Milwaukee Bucks walking into the den of Minnesota Timberwolves as New Orleans Pelicans were hoping to scrap the head of Sacramento Kings, and Miami Heat were hoping to turn on the heat against Oklahoma City Thunders. Houston Rockets will be in high spirit against Phoenix Suns. Denver Nuggets taking on Portland Trail Blazers. LA Lakers will be on the road against Utah Jazz. And for Golden State Warriors will be on the road against Dallas Mavericks as the last game for tomorrow morning around 4:30 a.m. The game will start, and that will see LA Clippers battling Memphis Grizzlies. Now, moving away from the games, we're getting updates that our free agent, 7-footer Alex Lorne, has changed course, signing a deal with LA Lakers. Lorne had intended to sign with the Indiana Pacers, but decided to land in LA after the Lakers rescinded their trade to acquire Mark Williams and created a new opportunity for a center. Now, new Toronto Raptors star Brandon Ingram has agreed to a 3-year, $120 million contract extension with the franchise, including a player option in 2027-2028. According to reports we're getting, Ingram, 27, was traded by the New Orleans Pelicans to the Raptors last week and now arrives in Toronto with a lucrative extension that keeps him out of free agency this summer. Moving away from that, let's talk tennis this morning, where the suspension of Elena Rybakina's former coach, Stefano Vukov, remains in place. The WTA Tour confirmed on Tuesday after announcing it had completed its investigation into a potential breach of code of conduct. The governing body did not specify how much longer Vukov, who had been provisionally suspended initially, will remain banned. The Croatian coach has denied wrongdoing. But now look at Rybakina, the 2022 Wimbledon champion, said last month at the Australian Open that Vukov never mistreated her, but in their years of working together, and that she had disagreed with the provisional suspension. Well, let's wait to see what happens with more investigation, and maybe he can win his appeal. But looking at games going down today, we have the Argentina Open going down in South America, the ATP 250. We also have more tournaments going down. The Delray Beach Open, Mackenzie McDonald, Relly Opelka won their games very early this morning. McDonald beating Kei Nishikori 7-6, 4-6, 7-5. Opelka beating Christopher Eubanks 6-3, 7-6. More games to go down today. Cameron Norrie will take on Arthur Regenek by 8:30 tonight. Now let's talk about what is going down in France at the Open 13 Marseille ATP 250. We've got games. Hugo Grenier taking on Arthur Gear. Arnaud Mayon battling Pierre Hugues Ribard. Daniel Admire against Arthur Vitanen. Lorenzo Sonego battling Luca Van Asch. And Alexander Bublik against Ugo Humbert. But let's talk about the ladies this morning in tennis, where ladies will be battling each other this afternoon at the Qatar Open WTA 1000. Elena Rybakina will take on Rebecca Stramkova by 12 o'clock. Daria Kasatkina taking on Jessica Pegula. Jelena Ostapenko up against Jasmine Paulini. Lisa Mertens against Ekaterina Alexandrova. Linda Noskova taking on Iga Swiatek. Magda Liniet against Marta Kostyuk. Ons Jabeur battling Sofia Kenin. Now away from tennis this morning, let's talk boxing, where Dana Dubois believes that now he has the beating of Alexander Usyk. Dubois challenged Usyk for the Unified Heavyweight Championship in 2023. Ultimately, he was counted out in the ninth round, but he had put Usyk under pressure. Subsequently, Dubois went on to become the IBF interim titleist, then their full world champion, before handing Anthony Joshua AJ a heavyweight knockout defeat. The Londoner is convinced that he has developed a fighter and wants the chance to avenge his loss to Usyk. Well, look at the two guys. They're the most talked about at the moment. So let's see what happens if this can come to fusion. Check the time right now. This is 9:12 from Solutions 93.9 FM. The show is Kickoff Sports Show. And my name is Oladapo Okunubi, in case you're just tuning in. We'll go to the second half of the show where we talk football. Do not go anywhere.
FM. Keep it locked.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
to your Revenue Radio Dial Solutions 93.9 FM, and the show is Kickoff Sports Show. Now talking football, check your time right now. This is 9:13. Well, for Shooting Star Sport Club of Ibadan is currently in Ilorin at the Rashidi Yekini Stadium, went over battling Aquara United. Well, remember, 3 matches are going down today in the NPFL rescheduled games. Kano Pillars will be up against El Kanemi Warriors in that one today, and looking at the likely chances of these two teams moving up or moving down. Kano Pillars placed 14th. El Kanemi Warriors is placed 6th on the NPFL log. It is now more of a point needed for Kano Pillars going into this one. The only focus of the team is to get 3 points, and the team will have 32 points at the end of the day, moving to the 8th spot on the NPFL log, while a victory for El Kanemi Warriors will give the team 38 points, moving to the 4th or 3rd spot on the NPFL log. Now, talking about Bendel Insurance, Ayimba International, it's also a round 20 rescheduled game in the NPFL. For Bendel Insurance, placed 16th, and Ayimba placed 8th. It is now more of 3 points between the two sides. While for Bendel Insurance, it is more of moving away from the drop zone, placed 16th on the NPFL log. A victory for Bendel Insurance today will give the team 28 points, but will still be around the 15th spot on the NPFL log. While for Ayimba International, a victory for the team will give the team 34 points, but will still be in the 8th spot on the NPFL log. But remember, the team must win this one to be able to have enough points, solidify the 8th spot on the NPFL log. Now, looking at the last game for today, Kora United Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan is a rescheduled NPFL Matchday 20 game between the two sides. And well, for Shooting Stars, that is placed second on the NPFL log, needs this 3 points, gets 43 points, and cuts the wide 8 points gap that is between the two Southwestern teams on the top of the NPFL log, Remo Stars and Shooting Stars. And well, for Kwara United, that is placed 10th. A victory for Kwara United has got 29 points. 3 points will give the team 32 points, moving to the 8th spot. So there will be a lot of changes between 8th to 10th spot on the NPFL log, same as 3rd to around 6th spot on the NPFL log. The changes will surely happen today, depending on the results coming from that end. We'll head for a break. We'll make a return. We'll talk European football. Do not change the dial. It is the Solutions 93.9 FM.
Dr. Olayemi Omiledumare, number 1 from Ibudo Jesu Prayer Mountain for all the nations, Ibadan. Stamps, the newly acquired and sanctified Holy Ghost City, Emere, Killer Area, Ibadan, Abeokuta Expressway, Odeda Local Government, Ogun State, with Great Holy Ghost Revival and Miracle. The first edition in the year 2025 with the theme, The Light Has Come. Date, Tuesday, February 25th to Friday, February 28th, 2025. Time, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. daily. Venue, Holy Ghost City, Emere, Killer Area, Ibadan, Abeokuta Expressway, Odeda Local Government. People in and around Akpata, Owode, Omiadio, Killer Area, Odeda, Ibadan, Abeokuta, and its environs. It's your turn to encounter the God of this calling with his supernatural touches for salvation, healing, deliverance, miracles, with different gifts of cash, foodstuff, clothes, and lot more. Why is anointed? Apostle Dr. Olayemi Omiledumare, number 1 at Dedibubo, Mr. Evidence, will be ministering in the raw power of the Holy Ghost. Free buses will be available from all our branches in Ibadan, Akpata, Omiadio Motor Park, 0904 545 5286. The same Jesus awaits you all.
I can't seem to find the right event center for this party.
What's the problem? You sound so worried.
I've been searching for a venue that can handle both the formal ceremony and the casual after party. Nothing seems to fit both moods.
Have you heard of Aweni Arena Event Center?
Aweni Arena? What makes them so special?
They are the perfect blend of elegance and comfort. Their venue is versatile, has the perfect space, event managers, and security for every occasion. And they'll work with you to create the perfect setting for every part of your event.
Wow, this is perfect. Aweni Arena really nailed it.
Yes, they did. Visit us at 116 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Iyano Libati, Okado, Ibadan, or call 0809 360 7888 or 0706 899 4970 to book your event today. Aweni Arena Event Center is where your event finds its perfect fit.
sabi dribble o, but you no fit dribble past malaria if you no use insecticide treated nets. Malaria dey real o.
This message now from Solutions 93.9 FM.
Nine is the time from your Remedy Radio dial, Solutions 93.9 FM. And my name is Radako. Couldn't be the show is the Kickoff Sports Show. Let's talk football stories from the European scene this morning. Remember, we're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Solutions 939 FM. And you can listen to us from anywhere across the globe. Jump on the Google Play Store, type Solutions 939 FM, download our app. You can also listen via Radio Garden. Go on Radio Garden, type Solutions 93.9 FM, and you listen on the go. Well, remember, talking about UEFA Champions League, the playoff round that started yesterday for the new format. It was a disappointing outing for Manchester City, Sporting CP, PSV, and Brest. For PSG, tore Brest to pieces, beating Brest 3-0 as Juventus defeated PSV 2-1. While for Sporting CP in Portugal, lost 0-3 against the German side Borussia Dortmund. While for Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola, who saw his side come first, score early, but lose 2-3 against Real Madrid, said, well, conceding in games very late is also one of the problems of the team, which they need to work on more of the defensive mistakes.
We talk about that, but how? So we have to know that the mistakes in some areas, and when we are there, so it's difficult to manage. But yeah, happen many times. No, but when you are 1-1 and psychological, we'll see, we stop to play and we are scary, and the opponent continue to attack, and after could understand, we are, but in that moment at 2-1, nothing wrong happened. So we are maybe more closer to create chances than them. And after happened what happened. So, but it's not about a specific player. So it would be easy if every player do the same. It's many situations to read. What do you have to do? What do you have to read in that situations? And we are not able to do it.
It is a tough moment for Manchester City. Not really a good period for Pep Guardiola himself. But the mistakes of Manchester City happens to be the strength of Real Madrid in that game, which Carlo Ancelotti praised.
I always say to the Spanish journalists, that defense is not individual problem. Defense is team problem. And so today we were able to be a team, to defend well, and also the four defenders that never played together were able to play a good game because the team worked really well defensively.
Now, talking about Manchester City, after that loss against Real Madrid, will have a return leg on Wednesday, 19th of February at the Santiago Bernabeu. But for Manchester City, will go to this weekend, play against Newcastle United. After that Real Madrid return leg, will face Liverpool, and later take on Tottenham Hotspur. Okay, but now let's talk about matches going down tonight in the UEFA Champions League. Club Brugge will be up against Atalanta by 6:45. Celtic will be in Scotland, hosting Bayern Munich, and Feyenoord, who fired their manager, will be up against AC Milan as Monaco will be in front against Benfica. Now, moving away from the UEFA Champions League, let's talk about the English Premier League. So tonight we'll have the rescheduled Merseyside Derby going down at the Goodison Park. The last at the Goodison Park. It's going down 8:30. But for Arne Slot, who had a side face defeat in the FA Cup clash over the weekend, he's sounding optimistic that the boys now have to be more focused and take the Derby like a final.
Because if you're working at a club like this, you should compete for every trophy. We've said this from the start. And then to go out in the second occasion, so we beat Accrington Stanley. But to lose against Plymouth is of course not acceptable. And so as a team, and I think our fans as well are disappointed by that result. And now we have to show a different side of us tomorrow, because it wasn't only the result, the performance was far from what Liverpool standards are as well. Yeah, I think it's an extra reason why the atmosphere will probably will be even better than all the occasions before. But I haven't been to one, but people tell me at Goodison Park as at Anfield, but it's always a fantastic atmosphere. Home supporters are there to support their team, and the away fans are mostly loud as well. So it's probably going to be a fantastic atmosphere, and that's never easy to play against, because every single time they cross the halfway line or they get a corner kick or whatever happens, the fans will cheer for that, and then you have to be mentally really strong as an away team to resist all that, the complete atmosphere, and you still have to be focused on what you have to do. Defending the corner kick, defending the set piece, and when you have the ball, be as calm as you can in this fantastic atmosphere. But it's not the first time for these players that they are playing in atmospheres like this.
Well, Arne Slot's manager, who has been able to push Liverpool, help orchestrate more points for the team in the English Premier League. Also had a good outing in the UEFA Champions League, but lost the last game in the new format. But for a manager, David Moyes, who knows how to play the Merseyside Derby, also having the experience, knowing some of the key players, believes that the last Merseyside Derby will also make the fans see the last time they may come with a shocker against Liverpool at the Goodison Park.
Let's put it in perspective. The most important thing is that we get points to keep ourselves in the Premier League. That's the most important thing. So, big game, looking forward to it now. Hopefully the players will be ready as well. We want extra from the players, never mind the supporters. The supporters have been fantastic since I've come back, certainly. But I believe over the time I've been here, the Goodison's always a really difficult, intimidating atmosphere, difficult place to play. I've had some great nights here as a manager. I hope I've got some more still to come before we finish here at Goodison. And the supporters have always played a huge part. They really have. They've been great for us, and they've had a difficult period, but hopefully they can see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel coming in the future.
Okay, well, that happens to be Everton manager David Moyes, but remember the game going down tonight between the two sides, that derby, will also, but some key players ruled out for this one, and the likes of Broha, Calvert-Lewin, Kemiti, Mangala, McNeil all ruled out of the Everton squad going to this one, while Joe Gomez is the only man ruled out for Liverpool. Well, this will be the convenient point to say goodbyes on the show. But remember, well, for Nottingham Forest, they survived a huge FA Cup scare against them player Exeter to win a penalty shootout after drawing 2-2 at the St. James's Park. But remember, that particular game also saw Taiwo Awoniyi score, but he got injured in that one. Well, coming up next is from the dailies. Adedamola Lafewa with comrade Ayodeji Adesope this morning. And I don't know why Adedamola Lafewa is dressed like a comrade this morning. Well, I don't know the last time we saw 504. I think one of our principals back then used to drive 504 now. If you know, they can mention his name. Don't let me mention his name. All right, well, this is John Oga 504. Like we say, keep doing sports and stay safe.
Of your father's 504.